Hi everyone, Jared here. Time for the market video update. We have got some really excellent setups right now, and as everyone has seen in the Twitter message, we've got a pending order right now on one pair, but we've got a lot of really good setups on several other pairs here. So just a quick little look. We see that the Dow has had a pretty big sell-off later on this, late morning, early afternoon. Really a slow morning. Nothing happened really at all during this U.S. session, and then it's really started to pick up the last hour or so, and we've seen this pretty big sell-off here on all the markets, S&P, Dow, all those guys. Oil's still getting a little bit too high, but the equities are starting to head down a bit, and so that's going to give us some nice buying opportunities on dollar, on anything U.S. dollar. We've had a lot of news this morning. We saw the tick, long-term data, the CPI. All came out. CPI was in lines with expectations. The tick was a little bit better than expected. Got some Aussie news coming out here in about a half hour, and New Zealand about 45 minutes. That's about it for the afternoon, evening. Coming into the UK session, we have retail sales. This is a big mover, and this is a good time for those pending orders because we get big, quick spikes. We can keep trailing stops on there, and we can usually get 50 or 60 quick easy pips out of that. So we'll have some pending orders for that, and we have a little bit of news for the U.S. session tomorrow. So that should be enough to get things running. Also, a quick little look here at the hourly chart on the dollar index. This was our big level right here, about 7,800, and the market's broken nicely above that. The dollar index has just up to about 7,850. It's off that just a little bit. Let's see how that all transfers and translates into this. Here's our pending order right here, and as you can see, just a very typical setup. Hopefully this doesn't run too far before giving us some retracement, but you can see right here that broke that trend line, and it's kind of just sitting right there, looking to get a little bit of a pullback. It kind of broke through this congestion. There's a lot of congestion around 13500, and it's now kind of picked up a little bit of speed. So we'll see if we can get some retracement, but I think that's going to be a nice little buy area, or excuse me, sell area on the euro dollar. Get some retracement, and then we'll be looking to trade it down into and through these lows. You can see the lows here about 134.30, and we're looking for about 134.00, and I think we're going to be able to get it. These markets have been really choppy lately, and so a little bit of a smaller lot size and a little bit of a longer term run is what we're looking for to really get out of these out of most of these pairs here. So you can see nice little run up, nice head and shoulders pattern, and it's just kind of breaking this low right here, and that's where I want to get some retracement and take this pair on down. So we've got that covered with pending orders right now. Similar type thing on the pound dollar. Pound dollar has really been running nicely. It broke these lows right here, which were just shy of about 15900, and has made a really nice run since. It gave us a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of retracement, and looks like it's kind of working its way down and through these levels. I like this 157.50. This has been a hard level. You can see that the market for probably 16-18 hours consolidated right on 157.50 and bounced up a couple of times, and now it's just broken this one. So I think with a little bit of retracement, getting an entry around 157.50, you can see it's just about 157.35, so about 15 pips below that. But a little bit of retracement and a nice entry on this one should be good as well. Like I said, close to 157.50, maybe 157.60. Get in on a little bit of a pullback, and this pair should be able to continue down nicely. It's coming into some pretty decent resist or support down here. And we do have the 50% fib level here, about 157.15. So, this should be a good 35, 40, maybe 50 pip run on the kind of the quick side of things. But to hold on to it, I think will be okay, because I think this pair could be headed down into this 61.8. Probably at least, and then potentially into that fourth daily fib. So I think the pound's got some good run there. So like I said, just get a little bit of retracement into that 57.50 area, and then it should be able to head down nicely. Euro yen as well has just broken this ascending trend line right here. Not by a whole lot. I think this is going to be a nice little run as well. I'd say a good ideal entry is about 10 pips above where it is. You can see that it's about 103.77. Somewhere up here in the mid 80s should be good. The thing we have to be careful of is all these are going to need some pretty big stop losses, bigger than what we're used to. That's about a 50 pip run to that next peak right there. I don't know if we need a full 50 pips, but it's going to need probably 35, maybe 40, somewhere in that general area. So keep those lot sizes just a little bit smaller than normal, and look to kind of take these pairs down through these breakouts. These are just classic breakouts, making nice little runs. It's going to find a little bit of support down here around 103.50, 60, but we should be able to get this pair on through some of those levels. It's really breaking some pretty crucial movements as well. Nice head and shoulders pattern, just breaking that neckline, and it's just below that. So I think some slight pullback, 10 pips or so should be a good selling opportunity for that pair. Pound yen has really bounced around in this channel. This is why I didn't set any pending orders on the pound yen last night. Just kind of hopping around and not doing a whole lot. So a nice break above 121.65 could be good, as well as a break below about 121.15. So it's still stuck a little bit, and it's got, as you can see, a lot of support back here. So that's why it's having a hard time continuing lower. But I think the pound yen should be able to run lower nicely. It's broken some nice trend lines, good just typical movements there. So look for that 121.15, and open below that area should be a nice entry point to take this pair lower. As well, the Aussie dollar has been making some pretty nice runs as well. It's kind of choppy, and it's coming into some pretty good support right here, right around parity, so right about 1-to-1 with the US dollar. But I think it should be able to continue down lower. It's nice head and shoulders pattern, neckline breaking right in this general area. This should open it up for another, couple of hundred pips possibly. So something that I would consider looking for is either some retracement up into about 101, 25, 30, somewhere in that general area, or just a break of these lows in here. And you can see that these levels are kind of, it's a little bit stretched right now, and we've got some lows here about 1.006560, somewhere in that general area. But like I said, I think I'd like to see this really retrace back up to about the 101.2030 area and sell it there. I think that's going to be the good area to jump in on that Aussie dollar. And then gold here, gold's just channeling like crazy, but the most immediate run is down, and so that should be able to continue on in there and hopefully make a good movement to the downside. So that's what we're looking for. That's kind of the movement right now. The setups are looking great. Be patient. We should get retracement out of all of these guys. I think we should get plenty of it, actually. But give it a couple of minutes, but we could have some very nice entries coming into this early afternoon period here. So good luck, and we'll see you in the chat.